Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm really excited about today's video. Why? Because it's the first episode in a multi-part series that will attempt to explain why and how I went from being a 6'4", 270-pound man with a big gut to being a 6'4", 220-pound man with a flat stomach. At the end of this video, I will demonstrate some of the ab routines that I use to help flatten my stomach and to build muscle. In the next video of this series, I'm going to demonstrate about 30 exercises that you can do sitting, standing, or lying on the floor. I was a big and tall guy with a big stomach. I had the type of body that I swore I would never have. On many occasions, I tried to exercise to work off that big belly of mine, but nothing worked. Each time I tried, I get frustrated and I give up. I'd give up because I wasn't getting the results that I wanted in the time that I was allotting. Since then, I have learned that there are many reasons why those ab exercises did not work for me. One, I had bad form. For example, when I would do sit-ups, I would put my hands behind my head, interlock my fingers, and pull my head up, using momentum to help me get up and go back down. When I would do planks, instead of being straight, I would sag in the middle, or my butt would raise up and arch. Another, I went too fast. All I knew to do was do as many reps as I could in the time that I had allotted. Another reason these exercises did not work was I ate and drank too much of the wrong things. Too many sodas, too many fruit juices, too many chips, too many Hostess Twinkies. You name it, if it wasn't good for my body, I was eating it. Another reason, I did the same number of reps of the same exercises every time I worked out. Not only did I get bored and become inconsistent, but my body adjusted to those exercises. Even when I walk, I use the same pace. The seventh reason is I wasn't consistent. Another reason that they didn't work is I didn't know what I wanted. I never came up with a realistic goal or a plan on how I was going to get there. But the most important reason I have found out that they didn't work is I never changed what or when I ate. For me, losing weight and shedding unwanted fat required me to change my lifestyle. But if I were to change my lifestyle into something that I didn't like or I didn't enjoy, eventually I would get tired of it and I would revert back to what I had been doing. The diet, exercise, and the diet supplement industry, those are multi-billion-dollar industries. But most of the products are based on a fallacy. That fallacy is to lose weight, all you have to do is eat less and move more. A year or so after my daughter was born, I decided to have an annual physical. The doctor told me that I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, I was obese, and I was pre-diabetic. When he told me that I was pre-diabetic, I had a flash of the people I knew who had diabetes and they had amputations. During my conversation with the doctor, he suggested that I take some medications that would control my issues. He said control, but not fix. I believed then, and I believe even more strongly now, that I could fix what was wrong with my body through diet and exercise. But for years, I pretended to be serious about fixing my body. The reason I say I was pretending, I was trying to correct the issues that I had by moving more, and eating less. But the environment that I was creating would not allow me to have a long-term calorie reduction. And even if I did have a long-term calorie reduction, it wouldn't work because my body would adjust to it. When I was trying to correct my issues, those quick fix, cookie cutter, one size fits all diet plans, those don't work. They didn't work for my family, they didn't work for my friends, they didn't work for my coworkers, so why in the world would I think they would work for me? But I'll go more into these quick fix diet plans and why they don't work when I discuss my eating plan. The exercises that I was doing, those didn't work either. I tried exercise plans that would focus on specific muscle groups. I tried 5-day abs, I tried 20-day abs. I tried exercises that were designed to increase the size of my biceps, things that would increase my chest. You name it, I tried. I even tried to jog. Granted, I didn't do it every day, but I at least tried. Finally, I give up on dieting and exercising and go back to what I was most comfortable doing. That's sitting in front of the TV, eating, and vegging out. But as soon as I did that, guess what? All of the weight that I had lost, all the pounds that I had lost, those little things found their way back home. But not only did they find their way back home, they brought friends. And those friends decided to camp out on my body. And the next thing I know, I was bigger than when I had started exercising. That's how I got up to 270 pounds. In order for me to lose weight, I had to change my lifestyle. If I wanted that flat stomach and those six-pack abs that I fantasize about, I needed to change my lifestyle. If I wanted the type of abs that pop out and get noticed, I had to understand that there are no quick fixes. When we men take off our shirts and we see the hair and the skin and that big round belly that's filled with lots of good but unhealthy eating and drinking, we never think about the ticking time bomb that's behind all of that fat. But between that hair and the skin and our muscle is a nice thick layer of fat. Before we can get the type of abs that we want, we first have to get rid of that thick layer of fat. But it's even worse than getting rid of that layer of fat, because behind the skin and that thick layer of fat, there's muscle. But here's the bad part. Around our organs is fat. They call it technically visceral fat. I call it the time bomb fat. That time bomb fat eventually goes off. Some of the ways that that time bomb fat goes off slowly is with a mild stroke, diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney issues, and more. But sometimes it decides, I'm not going off slowly, I'm going for it all. And there's a sudden heart attack or a severe stroke. Visceral fat, the time bomb fat, is life-threatening, and the only way to get rid of it is to eat properly and exercise. Diet and exercise go hand in hand when you're trying to lose weight and build muscle. Other than surgery, there is no such thing as spot reduction. No, it's hard to build muscle in a specific area. It's harder yet to lose fat in a specific area. When your body metabolizes fat, it doesn't go to the area that you decide it should go. As I said, when we lose weight, it's all over our body. One thing I learned is some places gain and lose weight faster than others. For men, unfortunately, that happens to be in our stomach. A friend of mine has a saying that I like, and you've probably heard it too. That saying is, you can't outrun a bad diet. There's another saying that I stumbled across just recently, and that saying is, six-pack abs are made in the kitchen and not in the gym. So If you want six-pack abs, stop eating sugars, refined grains, and processed foods. I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist, but I know what works for me, I know what works for my body, and I know what works for my lifestyle. Even though I put a lot of work into building muscle and losing weight, I didn't do it alone. There's a place in Las Vegas on Rainbow Boulevard called MediSlim. The doctor, the office manager, and the staff are all really good at what they do. Together, we develop an eating and exercise plan that I can do consistently, that I enjoy doing, and I'm getting really good results. The eating plan is one of those that is so flexible that if I want to go to a buffet in Vegas, I can go to a buffet. If I want to go and eat a big burger with double and triple patties, it's flexible enough to allow me to do that. If I want to go out with dinner with friends and family, I can go out with friends and family, enjoy the food, enjoy the company, and not feel guilty about it. Don't take my word for it. A lot of other people believe MediSlim is good at what they do also. In 2019, MediSlim won a silver award for being the best weight loss facility in Las Vegas. In 2020, they won the gold award for being the best weight loss facility in Las Vegas. I'm just going to give you a brief summary of this eating plan. First, I restricted the times that I eat. Next, I avoid processed foods. I also have learned to control my portion sizes. Finally, I'm eating more fiber and making sure that about 1/4 of everything I eat is protein. Doing these 5 simple things has allowed me to feel full longer, and by feeling full longer, it's easier for me to control my portion sizes, and it's also easier for me to eat only within the times allotted. In addition to changing what and when I eat, I also started exercising again. First, those exercises were moderate, but then they became more intense over time. Although I do some exercises that focus on my abs, I also do exercises that work my entire core. I do some that work my entire body, and I also add in cardio. As a result, I've lost weight, my stomach has gotten smaller, and I'm starting to see my abs. One thing I do that I need to mention is that I try to complete my workouts before I have my first meal. The reason for that is it forces my body to burn the stored fat for energy rather than try to convert the food that I'm eating into energy. But right now I'm going to demonstrate my ab routine. This demonstration is just that, a demonstration. It's to show you some of the exercises that I enjoy doing, that work for me, they work for my body and my lifestyle, and I'm getting really good results with them. But if you think I'm doing an exercise incorrectly, or that there's another exercise that I could do instead of some of the ones that I'm doing, subscribe to my channel and send me your thoughts. I'd be more than happy to hear from you. you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I have enjoyed making it, subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell. And that way you will be assured of getting the next video in this series. Until next time, let's stay healthy, let's stay safe, but most of all, let's keep enjoying our lives.